You know I'm clean, sina siri, sina tint.
She kinda pretty, but I'm fighting with my demons. Still I see cookie to hope she running out of reasons.
Yo, what's up? It's Ouma Wa Mafegi here to talk about Underground 10, Antoine's album dropping, and I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Miss T, aka Charu. We're here to give a breakdown on Complicated, which is on the album dropping on the 16th of February.
Why is it so complicated, Miss T?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Like, this was 2 years ago, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it felt like writing the song. I think I was going through a complicated situation. I was going through a complicated situation, so yeah, that's pretty much what inspired.
So like, even
So-
like some of your lyrics and stuff, you know, you've been doing this for time.
No, pretty much. Pretty much. So yeah. But yeah, it was a period of time in my previous relationship when we were going through some rough patches. It was actually the beginning of the relationship, and you know, I had been promised so much of that happy ending that was not really coming. It had been months. I was like, okay, so why is this shit so complicated though?
Man, I feel like I took like now the different perspective to the song. Like, you know, I feel like when it comes to a relationship, there's two sides.
Honestly.
There's the female and the male. No, so obviously, like when you feel like you don't, the way you've said, you feel like you're not getting what you are promised. Let me say,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah.
That's why I might start with like, what do you mean? You know, because people like, you know, someone might think, oh, I'm cheating. So what do you mean? That's why I know I'm clean. Sina siri, sina sins. You know. Damn. Hey, this was like this.
It was actually such a deep song. Like, now that I
Deep
think
song.
about it, it was
You
so
know.
deep. I don't even think that I intended for it to be that deep, but I'm glad that we went with the idea anyway.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it also helped me genuinely talk about what it is that I was experiencing at that point in time.
Do you feel like it was triggering?
Kind of. Kind of.
Yeah. It was
Kind
a bit
of.
triggering, triggered some emotions. But I won't lie, like I was telling you earlier, like this is probably the fastest song, the fastest session you've ever written. Like, you know, shout out to you, props to you.
Literally, we were at the studio. What time was that?
Well, it was like 2 a.m.
No, we got what time did we get to the
Once you
studio?
guys were late. I was supposed to be at the studio at 5. Me, I was late. Me, I reached at 5:30. You reached CG at 8.
Apologies.
I'm at 7. You never keeps time. Never.
Fashionably late. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we spent like 12 hours at the studio
Literally.
writing songs for Antoine's album, and it was quite interesting because he came to the studio talking about he had an assignment to submit the next day. Like that was mind blowing. That's crazy because you're telling us to write a whole album of like 10 songs in one night.
Yeah.
So we really locked in and we came up with a bunch of these songs, and it was a great experience in general.
Man, we left the studio at 2 a.m. At time we didn't even know how we were going home. Like for real. The closest cab was Sijui. The closest cab was Sijui at
Like
Junction.
15 minutes.
Sijui 20 minutes away.
Mind you, when Karen,
And
in
not
the
at
middle of the
not at
night.
Karen waterfront. Karinyani, Danny, bro, were inside Karen for real. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Absolutely crazy. What feelings do you feel like? Okay, me personally, the feelings it evoked, like the track itself, not even the track, but like just the beat. And one thing like I appreciate writing with you is that I don't think we talked too much about like the content that we're going to write about.
No.
I feel like the beat just gave us the same
feeling.
type of feeling.
Yeah.
And we wrote about the same type of thing.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I was saying earlier, me honestly, the feelings it evoked, I felt attacked by your hook. No cap. the hook attacked me. Like, why is it so complicated? You know.
It's a question though, but it was coming from a point of frustration and a point of trying to understand as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't really convey all the feelings on a song, but
I mean, you can.
really,
You can. I've done it before.
because I was just trying to ask, like, why is it so complicated though? You know?
Why you taking me for a ride? Making me wonder when you slide. Bro, this is my favorite song on Antoine's album. No cap, no cap, no cap. Like, I mean, it's not like the other songs, that I'm on are like a trash or like a ass. But like me, I think I enjoy this song the most is because it's a memorable session for me.
Yeah.
You might remember you getting triggered. Hey, man,
Listen, I was going through I was going through so
I'm going through it.
much.
Fair.
Yeah, but we moved, we've grown. Looking back, honestly, that was 2 years ago. So even listening to the song now and thinking about how much growth has happened between then and now,
yeah.
it's a very like crazy experience
It's
to
different.
just relive the feelings of writing that song. Because I'm not that person anymore, definitely. So I guess I'm grateful for growth.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like as an artist, I can imagine like listening to your tracks from 2 years ago to the tracks you've recorded like yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, because I'm pretty mad about that. No, fun fact. So we recorded this song around the same time, because it's we're in Feb right now, 2024. It was around the same time 2 years ago. We did one take, and that's pretty much the audio that you're pretty much going to be listening to on pretty much most of the songs on the album. So keep that in mind, please.
For real.
Yeah.
It's a one take wonder for real. Like one take wonder for real. But like me personally, like if I break down my lyrics just based off the feelings that evoked me, even just based off like the hook and the track, like I told you, I felt like it was like an attack on the boy child for real, man.
How though?
Because it might sound complicated, in like the situation itself might seem complicated, but at the same time you've not asked why it seems so complicated. That's what you're asking, why it's complicated, and I'm literally answering you.
Okay.
Like there's a part where I say like, she think I talk pretty, but I'm fighting with my demons. Kila siku kitu, hope she running out of reasons. Because like as a nigga,
Yeah.
as a as a nigga in the relationship, I feel like there's a lot of things that we go through that are not discussed, and just because of like toxic masculinity and all of that, we find it difficult to talk about our problem.
Okay.
Thus it makes the relationship we're in complicated. The girl who we're with finds the situation complicated because personally we are not talking about the demons that we are fighting, and the demons that we are fighting are not able to talk about
to like express it.
Yeah,
better.
it makes it harder for us to express it, and because we're not expressing it, it puts a certain strain on the relationship, because the promises that we've given, everything we've talked about, like all the high you are talking about, the love that will make you feel you high.
Yeah.
Like make you feel high, like we can't provide it because there's demons we're trying to fight in the background.
In verse 1, I started off talking about like I've been down and I've been low, wondering why we're moving slow. And generally, my expression of that feeling was like, I understand that guys go through their own thing, but what happens when you promise something and you don't deliver? And what happens when I start feeling some type of way about that? So pretty much, that was a general feeling of the song, because it's like, we did have conversations about, we're gonna build a nice space for the both of us. We're gonna go on dates. We're gonna get to know each other. But things didn't really work out to be that way.
Yeah.
And while I do understand like the feeling that you were trying to convey, that's the feeling I was trying to convey with that song. There's a
Yeah.
verse that never made it to the
Oh, we are
song.
literally just about to say that. Like, fun fact, there's a verse, there's a very serious
A
16.
very serious verse.
Very serious 16 that was about to walk into that track. But, you tell us what happened. It was your verse now.
I think I'm gonna keep it a secret for now. Perhaps do
Yeah.
a remake of the song.
Ooh.
Because it was supposed to be a single. I think the remake, I think I'll include you.
You think so?
I
you
will. I will include you. I'm sorry. I'll include you because I kind of like your style.
Please.
And then include the verse. So I think it'd be good to go from there. But yeah.
Honestly, this is my favorite track of the album, 100%. And I think it's gonna be like a people favorite because it's very relatable, in my opinion. I'm not going to lie and say, I mean, yes, there's a lot of happy relationships, but every happy relationship goes through conflict.
100%.
And that conflict is complicated.
100%, yeah.
And me, I'm not gonna lie, one of the key reasons I enjoy this song is because it's literally like a conversation. Like I was telling you earlier. You're asking why it's complicated and I'm giving you an answer.
Like, what do you mean?
You're like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I get that. Yeah.
And like to some people, to some niggas, it might seem in a relationship like the girl is complaining. Especially, like, why is this shit so complicated? Like, you're asking why it's complicated. And like, you don't know the demons me I'm fighting.
True.
You don't know what I'm going through at home. And as a nigga, it's very difficult to sort of, express myself. Like for niggas, it's much easier for women, quite frankly, to like express themselves. I mean, in my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
It's easier for ladies to like express themselves.
That's true though. Actually, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Like niggas don't find it like, it's not easy for a nigga to come out and say like, this is how I feel. This is what I need.
I would just ask. Question mark though.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Why?
Why is it so hard?
It's toxic masculinity, real talk.
Now, because funny thing is, I feel like regardless of being on the same topic and expressing the same feelings, we just express them differently. Personally, I would just ask the person that I'm with to communicate as often as possible because that's been my value in general.
Yeah.
To try my best to be as open as possible when it comes to how it is that I feel about things. But I would ask you, like, have you had a space where you've been given this opportunity to share how you feel? And how was it for you when that happened, I guess? Like, were you able to still communicate or did you still feel like you couldn't communicate?
Yeah, it's complicated. It's very complicated, man. Complicated.
That's so whack. No. That's terrible.
I tried. But me, I think we need, like, as men and as females, like in relationships, and to reduce, like, the amount of conflict based off miscommunication.
100%.
100%. And yeah, this track is coming just after Valentine's, unfortunately, man. But like, yeah,
Well, yeah.
They think I too pretty, but I'm fighting with my demons. Still I see cookie to hold, she running out of reasons. Getting out of reach, too faded for the shit. Kinda complicated, but I'm guessing this is it. I'll try and forget it, but I'll get you out the mix. I'll try and forget it, never put my mind at risk.
Why you taking me